Good morning. Today is day 57 of moving mountains beneath my feet. It's 76 days around the sun. There's 289 days left in the year. And this is episode 36, I believe. I had to listen, and remembering these numbers, it's like this little task that I have to do. It's kind of funny sometimes. Some days I just get it right away. Other days I have to listen to it a few times and I'm like, okay, that's the number. Anyway, today I've been walking a little bit before I started my talk, and I was just kind of letting whatever comes up to come up because I didn't have any clue what I was going to talk about today. I even thought about trying to rehearse it and think about it. I said no. I was talking to a friend who told me he really loved the podcast that I'm doing because it's so natural. The sound of my feet when I'm hiking. There's no scripted, there's no pre-planned anything. It's just raw. And so that makes me think about flowing in life. And so right now I'm trying to just channel whatever comes up. And one thing that comes to mind is the vibration of your problems versus the vibration you're in when you find solutions. And so when things come up in your life that can be problems or challenges, a lot of times we can turn our attention to that thing that's not going right in our life, or you need something. A lot of times, oftentimes, this can be a situation of scarcity where you need money and you don't have enough money for something. And, you're sitting there thinking about, oh, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? Or you're obsessing about this upcoming thing that's going to happen. And what I have found in my life, that the more that I focus on this problem in that way, the worse I feel. And not only is it the worse that I feel, but the less solutions I'm able to come up with, right? And so I'm trying this on for size. I'm trying to wear this in my own life where I have issues that are coming up, or having issues with something, moment of scarcity, lack, anything. And as soon as I identify that it's a problem, I'm trying to shift myself into considering, okay, that it is what it is, but what are the possible solutions? What are some of the things I can do? Versus letting myself get wrapped up in that problem. And no, I know, I know how hard this is. Sometimes all you can do is obsess about the damn giant Goliath-sized problem in your life. And it's very hard to shift yourself from that mode of thinking. But I remember, I don't know if it's an Albert Einstein quote, but it said along the lines, I'm going to botch this quote, but along the lines of, you can't solve a problem with the same thinking that created it. Something like that. And so it makes me think of you can't solve the things in your life from that energy that you had that allowed this thing to come into existence. And so because we have the same thoughts every day, right? We have 70,000 thoughts a day. I think 99%, 95% of them are the same thoughts every single day. And so you never actually are having different thoughts mostly, right? And so those same ways of thinking, that same pattern of your brain reasoning and thinking subconsciously and consciously, is what's created your life. And so if you want to create something different, then you have to reach for something new, something different. And when you reach for a solution, that's a different vibration. That's a different, that you feel different, right? Maybe obviously you're not solving the problem right then and there. Maybe you don't know if that thing is going to work, but it feels totally different. And if you reach for that, I think that it's much more likely that you're going to find a you're going to find a solution from that place versus the place of obsessing about the problem. Also, really, I do subscribe to Abraham Hicks's, excuse me, main message is like, it really is all about how you feel. Like there's this giant message in the world amongst all types of content. A lot of it gets pushed and rammed down men's throats is forget how you feel. Don't listen to how you feel. Feelings don't matter. You need to use logic and, don't let your feelings guide you. And that is the biggest crock of shit, in my opinion, that they have fed us, because our feelings and emotions are our guide. They can guide us to the answer. They can guide us to what we're needing and wanting, right? I'm not saying that when you feel angry to go punch someone because you feel angry. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when you feel angry, you ask the question, what am I angry about? Okay, I'm angry about this thing that this person did to me. Okay, why? Why does that make me angry? Why do I think that things should be any different than they are? Why do I think that this person should have acted in any different way? What is my expectation? What is the thing underneath this emotion? And it guides me to an answer. It also can tell me, hey, I'm not, there's something I'm missing here, right? If I'm feeling irritated or irritable or sad or something, like, hey, what am I missing? What do I need? What do I need to add to my life? What do I need to do here in this moment? Do I need to go take a walk? Do I need to get out in nature? Do I need to go work out? Do I need to eat, right? It's like a lot of times as an entrepreneur, I was, burning the midnight oil, working all day, workaholic, and I'd get frustrated about something and I couldn't get, just spinning my wheels, working all day, not making that much progress, feeling like you have so much to do. And in those deep moments of frustration, I didn't ever realize until I started this detox that what I needed to do was eat. It was as simple as that. And I wasn't in tune with my feelings. I wasn't in tune with my emotions. I wasn't in tune with my body enough to understand, like, I'm just needing some food right now. And that helps me to think better and solve my problem. And so this is going back full circle, is like when you focus on the problem, you're going to get more of that problem. When you start to think of ways how to solve it and you're open to solving it, then you create the possibility for a solution to come up. And along the same lines, right, I have these feelings about things in my life, and I've started to now question below, what's the reason beneath that reason that I'm giving myself, right? It's like if something's making me feel anxious or nervous or upset or bad about something, it's like, what is the underlying thing beneath all of this? Why do I feel that way, right? There's some deeper work here that can be looked into. I've heard about it. I'm going to mention it here. I'm definitely no expert. I definitely need to go and dig more into this. But there's something called internal family systems, IFS. And it's basically like, there's all these different versions of you, little childlike versions of you. There's this anger, there's this sadness, there's depression. Like, what are the different parts of you? I'm probably totally ruining this. But the gist of what I'm saying, look into this, internal family systems. Basically, what are the different parts of you wanting from you, right? What are they needing from you? And can you sit with these different parts of you and give these parts of you what they need, right? If you're feeling insecure about something, can you sit with this part of you instead of beating yourself up and kicking that part of you out and saying, hey, that's not okay. This part of you is not okay. You can't feel that way. Instead of doing that, sit there and ask the question like, hey, what do I know about this? What is this? Who is this? Who is this within me? What part of me is asking for what? And can I just allow this to exist, and can I give it what it's looking for? If it's, feeling insecure, can I provide it some security and say, hey, I'm here. It's going to be okay. Like, it sounds a little odd, but following this path a little bit has helped me to allow more parts of me. And with that, I am in time. I'm going to do some more research on IFS and I'll come back with more on that. But anyway, I hope you all have a beautiful, magical day today. Blessings.